can't tell you how often people say to me, you know, Nick, my home club, there's no sand in the bunkers, they're rock hard and I just cannot play out of them. Well, I understand your dilemma because hard sand in bunkers is a real tricky shot, but there are a few things you can do here to make them much easier, and after a while you may even find, oh, I wish it was hard sand. First things first though, as you walk in, you'll get a sense of, okay, this feels a bit firmer here. It's not like really my feet are sinking in. So when you take your stance as well, when you dig your feet in, you can also tell just by doing that. The other thing is, if you look at the line that the ball makes as it goes into the sand, if it's a very thin, light line, well, that actually means that it's pretty compact. There's not much sand there. Whereas if it makes a really thick, plowy sort of a line, well then obviously it's pretty soft and there's a lot of sand in there. So that's a dead giveaway as well. Now, as far as playing them, well, obviously when we use our sand iron, typically we want to use the bounce on the back. But if we do that on firm sand, guess what? Ball's just going to shoot way too long. So we actually need to use the leading edge a little bit more. Setup wise, I'm going to basically take my normal bunker setup, ball position where I'd normally have it, just slightly forward of middle. I may, in this case, lean a little bit more weight into my front leg because that'll help me hit down on the ball a bit more because I want to use the leading edge. I want to come into the ball a little bit steeper. My club face though, I'm not going to open the sand iron up as much. I'm going to square it off a little. Not totally square, but just a little bit open. That'll also help the leading edge. Another thing, because I'm leaning my weight slightly into my lead leg, that's going to help me hit down on the ball a bit more, so it's going to be a slightly steeper angle of attack. You can even hinge the wrists a little bit more if you like. The other thing is, you won't need to take as big a swing because the club won't interact with the sand as much. If it's real soft, heavy sand, well then it's gouging out a lot of sand. It's really got to force its way through, whereas in this case, it's more of a gliding through the sand. So you don't actually need to hit these very hard or make a long backswing at all. So from there, I'm going to lean a little bit of weight into my front leg, squaring the face off a little bit. I may even use a little bit more wrist on the way back just so it's more of a descending blow, and then I don't actually need to hit the ball hard and it should pop out nicely for you. If we try and lift it again, we're probably going to bounce off the sand here. Back of the sand iron will come into play and it's going to shoot over the back or may even go into the lip here. So let's see how we go. Beautiful. As you can see, it wasn't much of a big divot, very small. Sand iron didn't interact with the sand very much, but I made sure I dug that leading edge behind the ball, popped out nicely, and ran towards the hole.